Good day, SPARTANWILLY here, and welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. Alright, so episode 3 of our 500 sub special. I hope you've been enjoying the triple upload today, and of course, if you haven't already seen it, the 500 sub video, go check that out. It's got all the future plans for the channel, and an exciting announcement and the future sort of goal for the channel as well. So check that out if you haven't already. It was uploaded a couple videos ago now, still today, but yeah, a couple videos ago. But yeah, check that out if you haven't already. And leave a like on the video, of course, like always. How's videos out a lot. Subscribe if not already. Road to 1000 started, but I'm sure you already are if you're this deep in the series. And yeah, so Interlagos today. We had a tough time at Interlagos and Mexico City, I believe, last season. But yeah, if anything, last race is anything to go by, we're going to be fine. But you know, of course, you can't say that. Hopefully, we can mathematically secure the constructors after last episode's amazing race. If you didn't see that, go check that out. That was quite a race. I'm spoiling it in three, two, one, 1, 2, and Mercedes crashed out. Like, is that any better than that? Plus fastest lap, plus pole. Like, that was a perfect weekend. Hopefully we can replicate that. But if basically they need to get, I think, 10 points more than us to have a chance for the constructors. So if we just get more points than them, that secures it for us. So yeah, looking forward to this race a lot, and hopefully Russ can do a number over Hamilton. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead these 10 days, look to build a new part, work on the engine for next year still, and then start working on the suspension. And yeah, I'll see you for Interlagos Prep. All right, Interlagos time, and have I got some news? So the vote for that random, I'm not the random thing, so the vote for that pre-distributed tire thing, where is it? Yeah, well, it went through. There it is. Voting over. So that will be in effect next season. So I'm looking forward to that. It's something a bit different. I abstained. I thought, you know what, if it goes through, it's meant to go through. Doesn't go through, it doesn't not meant to go through. So I'm keen to see what that is for next season, to be honest. Add a different sort of element to a third season. Whether that's on camera, off camera, I'll probably keep playing this, but maybe we'll sort of gauge a reaction. I'll probably keep playing it on camera at the moment, but we'll see. Um, but what was the other thing? Sponsor. Yeah, so we've got Martini as a sponsor, which is I'm really excited about. Great sponsorship deal there. Maybe we'll have to sort of incorporate that into our livery design for next season. But yeah, we'll see. But as you can see there, 20 million up front, which is madness to the coffers. As you see up there, 99 million now. So when we get the prize money, we can sort of look at building the theme park. It's just to sort of, max out the HQ, because why not? And also 1 million per race if you get first place. So that puts a massive emphasis on pole and of course the race wins. So yeah, it's going to be as another aspect to it. And we're also building new brake pads. So brake pads, brakes as the part. So it is a legendary set of brakes, right? And it's an 100 performance improvement, and it's not illegal. So in 13 days, we can improve the reliability and slap it on the car. I mean, in 13 days, I mean, we could probably get it done by Melbourne, but at least by the last 2 races of the season, which is just insane. We want to improve the performance on it as well a little bit, but yeah, that's everything. So quite an intense sort of intense couple days, 10 days. And I'm just looking here, why is including bonus, why is it not higher? That's weird. Am I being silly here? I don't know. We're just going to go with Martini there. They put a bit more of emphasis on pole. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead to practice in Q1 and Q2, and I will see you for Q3 in a heavy rainy qualifying and a heavy rainy practice. So lots of fun for me. I'll get a bunch of useless intel for the race. But anyway, I'll see you for Q3. All right, Q3, and can I just say Q1 and Q2 could not have gone any better, apart from maybe one more person getting eliminated. But look at the top 10 that made it to Q3. It is quite a random grid. I'm like, as I saw the names drop out, I'm like, you're kidding. You're kidding. But yeah, we still got Hamilton though. But yeah, we lost Verstappen, Ricardo, Ilott, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz. Like all the big hitters are out for Stroll. So I'm not out, but like towards the back of the grid. So Stroll could have a good race today. This weekend. Sorry. Hopefully you can get P2 on grid and Russell in P1, but it's a bit of a weird session. We're going to try and get 2 runs in before the wet period. It's a bit of a risk to not maximize track grip closer to the the wet period. But yeah, as you see, look at the seconds. There's almost 3 second gap between us and the ART, and Russell will split us here. And hopefully if we get back in time and go out for a second run. But right now, Russell's looking pretty good for pole, but he's Stroll's so far off Hamilton, I don't think he'll be able to make a real dent into this session. But as you can see there, send him out, quick. Send out Stroll ASAP. Hopefully he can get a decent run in, but I doubt it, but you know, we'll give it our best shot. Hamilton's not even going to bother. He's staying in the pit. Stroll's going to on a good lap now. He's not going to improve in the first sector. Russell is though. He's going to improve in every sector, maybe apart from the last one. And Hamilton's going to go out in wets in the monsoon conditions, which look, I wouldn't advise. If you could crash, I think you'd definitely crash there. But Bottas in P5, which is, you know, it would have been maybe realistic last season, but yeah, this season in the Williams, very high achieving. We're on pole. That is the bonus ticked off for qualifying. Stroll's on the second row behind us. If we get a good start from both our drivers, we are off. I locked down in P13. Norris out. Verstappen, though, could still come back and hurt us a little bit in P11. But these guys down here, Leclerc, Ricardo, Sainz, you know, Stroll can sleep easy in the race unless he crashes or something. But just a decent start from both our boys and we're off. Let's get into the race. All right, race day, Interlagos, all sunny. It's probably going to be unlocked tire choice. Yeah, it is. So we're going to go softs, race trim, because it's unlocked when people have laps set onto the old intermediate tyres. But we're going to have full softs, again, 71 laps again. If we can get a repeat of last race, like I said, I wouldn't even mind. But we're going for the title here, lads. We're going for the Constructors' Championship. The stakes are pretty high, sort of. I mean, we've got 3 more laps to secure it. 3 more races to secure it, sorry. But let's see. Hope for a good start from our boys. Look at that Martini logo looking nice and vibrant. Now, George Russell needs a good start. It's a bad start from Russell. Good start from Stroll, and Stroll will take advantage of that and go straight to the lead of this race. Russell even dropped behind Ocon, but to have one Aston Martin up there is fine, as Russell dropped down to 6th. Not ideal, but Stroll has had an absolute rocking start. So hopefully he can pull over from Hamilton. I wouldn't even mind if Stroll wins this race, to be honest, as long as we get a race win. Nice work, guys. That was awesome. Yeah, it wasn't so awesome from you, I'm going to be honest, Russell, but he is right back in this race, back in P3 behind Hamilton. So I'm actually looking forward to this race. Stroll has had a rocketing start and is maintaining this gap to Hamilton, which it could be interesting. Hopefully Russell can get into second, and then I'm not going to do team orders. I'm going to let them do their thing. If worst comes to worst, worst comes to worst, if the Hamilton gets overtaken by Russell, but we are struggling a little bit here. Stroll's still out in front, lovely stuff, but we're struggling to overtake Hamilton. Verstappen is shooting his way up the grid, but he's 15 seconds off Stroll, who is his main competitor. Russell won't really be fighting with Verstappen. Can't keep pushing the sides, keep those tyres in the optimal range, but don't burn them, you know what I mean? But we're going to watch on board with this fight for second between Hamilton and Russell. Direct championship fight here. I mean, Stroll's probably hoping they hit each other. But we're definitely not hoping that. But Hamilton's still keeping in front. He's been stuck behind the Mercedes. That's your own fault. You had a bad start. You started in front of the Mercedes, if you remember. Russell. George Russell battling with Hamilton. I don't see it just yet. But where's Stroll? He's a bit further down the road. Not that much further down the road. Maybe Hamilton will overtake Stroll before Russell can overtake Hamilton. But there is a bit of rain at the end of this race again. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that much of an effect. So we're going to watch on board Stroll here. We're going to watch in that gap to Hamilton Russell up here, though, quite closely, as it looks like it's about to hit peaking point, and he's going to send it down the inside, too far back, unfortunately, right to the curb a little bit, and he goes down the inside, and Russell's past Hamilton. Lovely work, lovely stuff. Oh, Hamilton's fighting, they're still squabbling as Hamilton comes back, but Russell looks like he's passed now, and yeah, that could be good. If we can keep Russell behind, that'll be, I mean, if we can get Hamilton behind Russell, and Hamilton... Okay, let me try and start this sentence again. If we can keep Hamilton behind Russell and Russell behind Stroll, then Hamilton is not going to have a P2 in this race because he won't overtake Russell, but he might overtake Stroll. So if Russell gets past Stroll, then that sort of throws Stroll back into Hamilton. But we'll see how we go in this race. We're not going to do any team orders, not going to tell anyone to let anyone past both ways, not going to ask anyone to stay behind anyone. So neutral, tyres are in good temps. I think we can sort of just take off in this race. Hamilton has boxed, so that gap is reducing quite fast, actually. My tyre deg's really bad, just conserve. Hamilton might come out in front of both our drivers for some reason. Maybe because he can't... Oh, was that a safety car? I missed that completely now. I think it was just a yellow flag or something. But we are actually starting to lose a lot of time here. We're going to pit our boys. Stroll's going to get the first pit stop because he's the leading car, but we're sort of giving Hamilton another chance. We're going to have to overtake him again on track, I think, because that little squabble has lost us a lot of time. But they're going to split the strategies here a little bit. Let Russell have a bit of clean air, and whoever comes out in front, to be honest. But Yeah, we do come out behind Hamilton, so Hamilton's done the overcut there quite to perfection because we've been squabbling amongst ourselves. And that is why team orders are important, but we're not going to be using them in this race, as I previously mentioned. So they're going to pit Russell now nice and early here. Oh, he's got quite a bit of battery charge, so hopefully, let's just, yeah, he's past the pit. Yeah, no, he's all right, he's all right. Pit, we just don't want to oversurge the battery. That will be a massive blow in this race, but auto off, use as much battery at the start of this lap as possible, auto on. Yeah, look, I think Stroll's been taken out of the equation, unfortunately for him, but that is fine. Taken out of the top three equation. The squabbling did it, to be honest, but yeah, we move on. So, will these last to the end? No, they won't last, so you may as well just push on them, mate. You got to pit again anyway. Thanks for the ERS charge, no whackers. And we're now 4 seconds behind Hamilton with Russell, and I didn't realize how much time we lost in that little squabble. Oh, no. And trouble in paradise here is Russell, he was going for 5 wins on the trot. He's now in second, but he's making that gap up to Hamilton quick smart. So hopefully we can have another shot at him, as we should have used the blue flag as a bit of an opportunity. But we're gunning this home now. Come on, 2.7 seconds. It's not really getting any smaller, is it? Try and keep these tyres in temp, lads. Look after them. We don't want to burn them alive, but Hamilton is going to have to pit pretty soon. So hopefully we can make a bit of ground while he's in the pits like he did to us. Overcut him a little bit. That is the ideal strat, apparently. Overtaking the pits, but 2 seconds. We're really getting close to him now. Come on. Look over those tyres, pushing them a little bit on neutral. And it's still 2 seconds. Almost halfway through this race now. And Stroll is way in front of Leclerc, who's done a pretty good recovery race on the mediums, but really he's not in the same race as us. I know, yeah, we got to stop again under the slick, so yeah, he is in the same race as us. But Hamilton's going to have to stop soon, and then we're going to try and take full advantage of that and just zoom past him. Stroll is way out of the equation now, unfortunately, but he had a really good start. He had a bit of fun at the top of the grid for a little bit, so. And we overtake Hamilton now. Push in these tyres. Give it your absolutely everything. If we lose too much time, I'm going to have to bring you in the pits and switch you out, and Stroll is actually going to stop here. Another set of softs. Safe. Auto. Yeah, past the pit lane. Beautiful. Auto on again, just so I don't forget. And just smash that car in. And now he's going to box, chuck on another set of softs. And safe pit strategy. This is intense. I'm in the zone here. Alright, come on, Russell. I think he's done enough. I think he's done enough to come out in front of Hamilton. He does just in front of Hamilton. Lovely work. Auto off. Use that ERS. Pull away from him. And then just chuck back on auto. Lovely stuff. So we get the job done in the pits like he did to us. Unfortunately, we couldn't replicate that with Stroll because he didn't have the pace. But that is fine. Look at that go. Look at us go now. Wet period's coming up. I don't know if we'll even stop for that, to be honest. Probably. Yeah, we will stop for that for sure, actually. There's no point risking it. 2 columns is quite a lot of time. So Stroll's actually got quite a bit of fuel saving to do, which he has started by himself. So we don't need to intervene just yet. But 6 seconds almost to Hamilton now, which is fantastic. Stroll's comfortable in P3, and as things stand, we are Constructors Champions, and Russell takes another step towards the Drivers' Championship. Tyre deck's bad, conserve. Where's Ilott? Has he crashed out? No, he's in 8th, and we're going to have to stop again, I think, or maybe. If he stops again, he's out of the running, but we're not really focused on Ilott, because he can't do anything to disturb us down there anyway. Remember, they have to beat our points take from today by like 10 points to even have a chance in the next couple of races. So we have done so well this season to constantly beat this Mercedes unit, which have honestly been let down by Ilott, if I'm being honest. Ilott has been a bit of a liability for them this season, but Hamilton's tyres are looking quite sad. He's going to have to go on the Inters pretty early, I think. We're sort of just coasting here. We're having a whale of a time. He's going to have to go on to the Inters now, or else he's going to lose some serious time. Leclerc's on the Inters, and Russell wants to go on the Inters, but I don't think it's Inters time yet. I'm overriding there, Russell. We're going to sort of monitor that gap to Hamilton, see if I'm right. It's sort of staying the same, so that tells me that it's sort of that weird middle period between Inters and slicks, but auto on, use that power. Or did we overcharge the battery? How did we not overcharge the battery there? I thought we did for sure. Alright, where's Stroll? We really don't want to make sure we kill. Yeah, he's fine. Chuck that there. Go on the Inters. Your car tires are dead. I don't know why I said car tires, but it worked. Auto back on, and Yeah, we're going to tell them to stop pushing on the fuel. There's no point. If you've got no fuel there to push with, just don't do it. And there's only a 15-second gap to Leclerc, but I think that's still enough of a gap, to be honest. We're going to go neutral, neutral, just coast for the last 5 laps, and to seal the Constructors' Championship. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually done it. We've beaten the Mercedes unit today. I mean, the Constructors was sort of always in doubt, never in doubt, because we have 2 good drivers. That was my focus, though, this season, was to make sure Stroll had a good car, and his constant podiums have proven that we got a good car. Good second car. So Mercedes have neglected that a little bit with Ilott. Ilott probably hasn't performed, just crashed out quite a bit this season. But George Russell takes another step towards the Drivers' Championship, which of course can't be wrapped up today, unfortunately for him. But constructors will be wrapped up in Interlagos, which I think is quite sweet because we really struggled this time last season at Interlagos. So to win the next year's championship here is quite amazing. And I'm kind of monitoring this because Sainz actually looks pretty quick on the slicks, so maybe the slicks were still a decent tyre. But he wins the Interlagos Grand Prix, and I sort of sped through it a little bit there, but still works. Yeah, wow. Constructors all wrapped up. Lovely work from Russell. Sorry, someone knocked on my door, threw me off a little bit. But yeah, Russell wins and seals the Constructors for Aston Martin. Lovely work. Stroll on the podium as well, almost. He's coming across the last couple of corners now. And Martini will pay us out in both qualifying and the race this weekend because we got first in both, which is fantastic. Leclerc 20 seconds behind, pretty much. Wow, I mean the qualifying set us up very, very nicely. So yeah, all the work in qualifying and practice equaled this race, and all the work last year equaled the parts. So you know, this is a big project here with Aston Martin. I mean it's only 2 seasons, but we've done it. We've won the championship. A lot of work went into it with the parts. Russell did a great job. I feel like I'm talking like a real F1 team, aren't I? But yeah, what a performance from the lads today. You got to give it to them. Stroll's amazing start. Shame that the squabbling, it wasn't really my fault. The squabbling impacted both their races, but Russell still came out on top. Stroll was never going to finish in front of Hamilton, in my opinion. But yeah, I could be wrong, but there it is. Back on the 3rd step, unfortunately for Stroll, but he's happy just to be up there, I think. We're up there again. Has Ilott even got a podium yet? I don't know. Maybe we'll check that in the episode outro. But yeah, great work from the boys today. We are Constructor Champions. Alright, interview with the NBC. The post race, oh, stop asking the same questions, please. We've had that one a couple times. Yeah, that's 5 in a row. What was the streak last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could beat that this year. So this second half of the season, beat the first half form. But next up is Melbourne, one of my favourite tracks, just because it's my home Grand Prix. So hopefully the boys get it done for me there. Get the 6th win in a row would be amazing. But Constructors Championships, I'm pretty sure it's mathematically sealed with 3 races to go. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 44. So even if we DNF every race, Mercedes get a 1-2 fastest lap, they still can't overtake us. So we are literally mathematically sealed. Lawrence Stroll's got to be happy with that one, surely. Martini have already paid us out our first 2 million. As you see, their total award to date, 21.5 million. That's interesting. That tells you total awarded to date. So Cognizant paid us out 21 million. Yeah, so yeah, I think Martini are a massive sponsor, to be honest there. As you see, 5-star compared to the 4-star. We're going to have a whole new set of sponsors next season. I hope we still get the Aston Martin ones, to be honest, because it's going to be weird without Aston Martin on the car. So hopefully they're just sort of locked as Aston Martin. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. It was another great race. The qualifying was quite entertaining as well. Maybe I should start showing the raining qualifyings because that is where a lot of the race is sort of determined as well. Let me know what you think of that down in the comments. But yeah, like the video like always. Subscribe if not already. I'm sure you already are. Comment any thoughts, feedback, suggestions down in the comments below. Hope you're still enjoying the series as much as I am. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.